Loosecanon is he's the underboss for the head boss for the IB11. He used to be one of the youngest recruits for the IB11, and he's been pretty much doing that his whole life. He's just been shooting, robbing, stealing, and doing everything that you could think of. He's the live wire of the crew. He's the hothead. He's the one that's gonna cause all the problems and not listen to no rules and pretty much fuck shit up. The background for Loosecanon in the movie is basically the same background from me in real life. The only difference is that instead of going into harmonica and playing music, he went the street way. So I just pretty much based it off myself. If I would have not been doing music and would have been pretty much not know what to do with myself, I just looked at that at my intensity in the music industry and see how hard I go at the music, because I'm a very hands-on person, so I like to go hard when I go do music, do shows. I'm very energetic, very aggressive. My marketing always has I try and use a lot of guerrilla marketing, so I go hard at my business. So what I did is I just pretended that I wasn't doing that business and I was just into the street game and just go hard into the street game. I have friends that will watch the movie and be like, that's me in this scenario maybe. Certain characters, when I do certain things, I will be thinking of somebody that I know that I grew up with that went the wrong way and just wasn't the type of guy that I could never get through to. Like, oh, you should do this, you should focus on this, you are a powerful person, you should focus on this, but they just didn't listen and ended up getting locked up. But to me, they're still alive. The Loosecanon has different personalities from all different people that I know in the city. So I kind of tried to make like a universal a universal thug to kind of represent everybody and give everybody their little shout outs, you know what I'm saying? Right. To the way that I'll hold the burner, to the certain things that I would say will be to be like, oh, that's like this dude from Bergs, or that's like this dude from West Island, or that's like this, you know what I'm saying? So these, you know what? I chose to use a lot of, you'll notice that if you follow the rap game in Montreal, a lot of the guys that are in this movie are either rappers or like promoters or people that are affiliated and definitely connected, but not necessarily implicated into, you know what I'm saying? Because there's like, me, I'm a businessman at the end of the day, so I know if I brought you knuckleheads, we would have never finished the movie. We would have never finished the movie because these people live like this every day. You cannot mix this guy and this guy together because they will clash. And there's nothing you as a director can say, or nothing as me as Bad News Brown, as a respected person, could say to stop them, because they live this every day. It's do or die for them. A lot of them are trying to do something positive. So I saw somebody like Magnum 357, you know what I'm saying, that is doing something positive, but I like how he's doing it because he has an aggressive name. And he comes from an aggressive background, from an aggressive neighborhood, and he is street, you know what I'm saying? But he's done positive things for himself to do this music thing. So I tried to push people that were doing positive things, coming from a negative perspective, but still trying to do it, trying to fight all try to overcome all the obstacles. You see what I'm saying? So the people in the movie are well-situated people in Montreal that are doing positive things for the community, but that they've had their past of they've done their dirt, they've done their grind, you know what I'm saying? But and at the same time, I couldn't bring somebody on the set that is being followed by and chased by the police, because then we would have had, like, the police would have, when we say action, and all of a sudden, you're under arrest, it would have shut down the movie. So I tried to, as much as possible, get the real element, but at the same time, I tried to keep it safe for not just themselves, but also the cast and everybody else filming the movie. You know what I'm saying? So it's the street. It's coming from that rough background and doing what you had to do to get to where you are. You have a very comforting. You have a very strong comfort in yourself. You believe in yourself. You trust yourself. You cannot run the streets and not be sure of your shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's all people that they were all legends, you know what I'm saying? They're all there, been there, done that, you know what I'm saying? And then passed beyond that, you know what I'm saying? So it's all people that the reason why there was so much swag is because you're asking them to technically play themselves or a part of their life that they've been through. So everybody, even myself, just had to think of, what did I do in this situation? What would have I done in this situation? So it was very easy. It was very easy for me to play the role. It was very easy for everybody else to play the role, because it was not. It's like we just had to bring ourselves. You didn't make us change You know what I'm saying? You didn't make me have to change the way I would say things. You let me say things the way I would say things. You see what I'm saying? So you brought a real element to the movie that is real, but at the same time, everybody acting and reacting, they still were able to act it out real because it wasn't really acting. It was just like bum rush, beat this guy up and rush this and that. So it was like, all right, it was fun actually. It was very fun and entertaining. What did I find the hardest to play Loosecanon? I'll tell you what's when I had to kill the guy at the restaurant, because there's a mother sitting there with her daughter, and I know it's acting, I know it's a movie, but I felt bad because I'm like, I be letting a motherfucker bang, and I wanted to go into it even more, but I was like, my subconscious was still telling me like, your mom's gonna see this, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you're like, you know, like, especially me, cause I have like 3 different moms, you know what I'm saying. So my Haitian mom is not gonna watch this movie. She'll watch the movie and she'll be like, oh, vagabond, what do you do? You know, she'll be like, oh, she won't. I don't think she'd get past the first scene. The people that help me and help my family, they're very good people. So at the end of the day, for me to do that scene and have the mother didn't bother me, but the little girl, when I did the shot and I was killing the dude, the little girl kept looking at me. She was probably like 12 years old or something. She kept looking at me. I'm like, I hope she don't think like that all black guys are, you know what I'm saying? So it's fucked up to say that we get roles in movies like this, whether it was white, black, because I mean, bikers are bikers. Bikers are just as nasty as black dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, so one's white, one's black, it doesn't make a difference, you know what I'm saying? But it just seems that when you do it as a black man, and there's a stigma that still comes with it. So I don't want her to remember when she's 22 or 26 years old thinking like, oh yeah, I met this one black guy once, but yeah, I did this movie and he shot this guy in his head, and yes, he must be a gangster. I don't want her to think that. I want her to be like, this guy's an actor, he's a professional, and he also does good music and positive, and you know what I'm saying? So it was hard for me to have done. I just finished doing a school tour for kids and playing Kanye West and nice songs, to all of a sudden I'm killing everybody in the movie. It was like for me it was a mind fuck. There's 2 things that what do I want people to? Well, at the end of the day, I'll be real with you. If you really look at Loosecanon's character, right? I like playing Loosecanon in the movie. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a blast. I got to exercise a bunch of demons that I didn't have to do in real life, that I got to do in the movie. So I feel blessed. I feel like I got a chance to express a little bit of anger without having the problem. But what I want people to really realize is that in the movie, Loosecanon does certain things, and it might seem gangster, but he is the worst type of gangster. Why? Because he didn't listen to the boss. He switched. You know what I'm saying? He's two-faced. He'll switch teams. So you know what I'm saying? He was a real knucklehead, no brain, head buster. You know what I'm saying? Which on the street, a lot of people look at him and be like, oh, that dude's crazy. Like, oh, they look up to him. But I won't say what happens at the end of the movie, but when you see what happens to Loosecanon at the end of the movie, it ain't nothing nice. There's a point in time where he's sad about all the shit that he's done in the movie. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, like, I can't say everybody has a heart, because I know guys that have no heart. I do know guys that have no heart. You're not gonna see a tear fall from their face. You know what I'm saying? But those guys are usually very gangster, and they are to the T. There's a G code, and if you follow the G code, you are a real G. Loosecanon did not necessarily follow the G code. He sidetracked it, and he stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of pocket. He stepped out of place, and he got what he got. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely don't really want people to do what they saw in the movie. This is like, it's a sad story. It's not necessarily nothing to glorify. You know what I'm saying? Because in real life, it's cool for the movie. It was fun for the movie. But at the end of the day, in real life, I've seen people die. We've heard. It's on the news. It's really disgusting to see a mother have to bury your son. Oh, it's bad. You know, and I've lost friends. You know, it's very. Then life is no joke. You know what I'm saying? So you pick which one you want. I chose the legit way. You know what I'm saying? I did not choose the streets. I did not want to die young. I did not want to get locked up young. And I didn't want to make people around me cry and suffer. It's what it is. Hey, man.